we are moving on. So, on the latest episode of Monday Night Raw, my boy John Cena received a hometown hero's welcome as he accepted the challenge from Austin Theory for the WWE United States Championship at WrestleMania 39. I'm going to break this segment down into two parts because I want to know how you felt about that segment, but I also wanted to find out about a cryptic tweet that John Cena had put out following the show. But I wanted to know first and foremost your thoughts about this John Cena Austin Theory segment.
God, I was so excited. I felt like a little kid watching from beginning to end of John Cena coming out and him being dressed as, face John Cena, but playing kind of like he wasn't like necessarily a heel because Austin Theory is the heel here. But like I haven't seen John Cena like really act that cunty in a while. And it felt like it was like a promo that was like just off the dome piece. I mean, he even called out a crowd sign that said that Austin Theory is a John Cena wannabe. You know what I mean? I loved every little bit of this segment. John has not lost a damn thing, okay? This promo was so good, y'all. I had to sit there and show my dad, okay? And I laughed as hard both times. Both times. Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant overall because they know that we don't like Austin Theory. We all find him collectively annoying. We all already see that he looks like a spitting image of John Cena during the Ruthless Aggression era, or before that, I guess, when he was the prototype. But like that's just it. Like he has everything like John Cena said he does, but nobody cares. Nobody wants him. We already seen it before. Like move along. He had chopped this man down left and right. He violated his name and called him a theory. He sat there and told this man that whatchamacallit, he had sat there and ripped on this man's looks, had ripped on this man for basically saying, like, without me here, whether you win or you lose, like, you still lost, bro, because you got to deal with them and walk out on a Monday night, which I'm like, ooh, like, he's right, though. Because, like, the crazy thing is that this man accumulated a lot and we still don't care. Like, he won the Money in the Bank, and you would think that by now there would have been some turnaround with him having that and we would have cared at some point. We just don't care for him. And I like the fact that they're paying attention to what the fans think in social media, and they're bringing all those comments from that to the screen. John Cena's like he may not post too much on social media, but he did mention that he's always watching. So I feel like this is like all driven by him. This whole promo, this whole setup, that he wanted to bring that to light, because that's like the easiest way to get us on your side. Outside the fact that you are John Cena, like that's the best way to make us care about this match. But I did not care for this feud. I wanted Carmelo Hayes and John Cena.
Same.
That's what my heart wanted, But now I'm invested because you brought some realism. And I like the fact that they had John Cena chew him out and basically just say, yeah, kid, you're not ready. But barely let Austin Theory get a word in, because we didn't need any of that. He came in, it was Boston, they ended a John Cena night, a 20-minute John Cena promo, and it got me hyped. I was a little iffy about this card going in, but that genuinely got me hyped. Again, I was fangirling from beginning to end. I grew up being a John Cena fan. That had to be my first favorite wrestler. Child, I have a shirt that was down to my knees for my first ever SmackDown that it took me just a couple years ago to grow into. I'm not even playing. I've been riding for John Cena since then, bro. It's so sad. I was telling my dad about it. But what was your take about the Austin Theory John Cena promo?
So first off, check your phone real quick. Second of all, what I will say is this. I feel like John Cena transitioning into a part-time performer has only leveled up his value in a way, because he comes back, and every time he comes back and he has a feud or he has a promo, he knocks it out of the park. And I feel like part of that is just because the crowd knows the caliber of talent that John Cena is. I mean, we can go back to 2018 and his first feud with Roman, right? And he had that promo with him and Roman in the ring, and he said, I do this part-time better than you can ever do this full-time. You know what I mean? Then he comes back when he's in like his little bloodline reign, and he says, like, all I have to do, like, you're gonna beat me up, you're gonna chew me up, you're gonna spit me out, but all I gotta do is ping you. All I gotta do is just do 1, 2, 3. It's weird because he kind of takes the elements of a heel, as you said earlier, and integrates him into this face character because he just takes like these little kernels of truth and he just that is the driving point of the feud. So now the fact that he pointed out and the fact that it was in Boston and it was John Cena, like if Austin Theory tried to get a word in, he was going to get booed out of the arena regardless. So you might as well just make it all Cena, have him do what he did, and just put him in a position where now Austin has weeks to respond and he could build up his importance and build up his value because of what John Cena said in Boston. So, man, like everything that you said was true. I'm not even going to echo it because of the fact that it's all true and I would just be, beating a dead horse. But I think that John Cena being a part-time performer, even though, full-time John Cena we loved and we respected, or at least I did and y'all, you do. I don't know about the rest of the fans because I feel like people were kind of thinking that his character was a little bit stale. They wanted him to turn heel. They wanted him to get some edge. They felt like he was getting too many opportunities. But I feel like this
Mm.
part-time John Cena run that that he's on, it only shows how valuable he is. Cause like you said, he hasn't missed a step. It's not like, it's not like The Rock where he comes in, he does his same old shtick. He comes in and it's very, very obvious that he studies the product. He's still watching, like you said. He's still watching, and
Mhm.
that's the reason why every time he comes back, it feels fresh. Cause it's not like I'm just gonna say the same line that I did 10 years ago. It's like, no, no, no. I'm going to say something that resonates now because I've been watching. And so I just think that that's super important and I think that's super important and super prevalent. Now, the other thing that I was going to ask you about, because he put out a tweet, I think the day after, and he said, it was him retweeting the video of his entrance in Boston. And my God, the pop that he had gotten was insane. And he
Let's see
said,
this.
this was one of those moments where I walked into an arena and didn't know if it would be my last time. So now the next question is, are we on the horizon of a John Cena retirement?